So boom, like, and this is like some 500,000 shit. This ain't even on no funny shit or nothing like that, man. You know, we gonna do this video. It's only video clips of Kodiak Red from the Island Boys. I'm gonna try and condense those to whatever extent I can. And every time I'm talking, you gonna see Sauce Walka on the screen, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't care how this sound, bruh. It's hard to look at, man. It was hard for me to do these videos and get this footage, because if you stare at them too long, I started itching and shit like that, bro. Like, that's just real. So anyways, man. So if you don't know the situation, there was an altercation. I have a previous video about it. And basically, Sauce Walka and I hate even saying that, Sauce Walker, like whatever. Sauce Walka and Kodiak Red from the Island Boys, they had an altercation in Johnny Dang's jewelry shop, store, whatever you want to call it. So Kodiak Red said they had 24 hours to post a video because it was supposed to be a part 2 and that wasn't posted. So this is basically him on a mission to prove to the internet that he's not a hoe. Not that I cared or I thought that he was, but this is what he's on a mission to prove to y'all, that he get checked. Or even then in the video, he didn't get checked, but it's like you didn't match his energy, so I don't know what we talking about. But let's watch the videos, man.
Hey, what y'all thought? I had Cap in my rap. The dude that manages Peso Peso and Sauce Walka just gave me a podcast and an interview.
For someone that's watching this right now,
I would like to say that people don't believe that. Yes, you don't lie that there was no part 2. There was no part 2 video. I would like to clarify and confirm that I had the heart enough to put my bags down and look at the surveillance camera and see Sauce Walka walk back in the store, and what's it called? And I went and ran up and try to pop off on dude because he tried me with trying to throw water at me and stuff like that. And I went and tried to pop off on him, but there was too much security and you blocking him off because you guys were facing my way and stuff like that. So I grabbed the five branches and threw it, and I'm sorry that I hit you with it. But
it's okay.
But there is a part 2 video. You confirmed that, right?
I mean, between me and you, that did happen.
Yes, it did happen.
It did happen. But like I said, man, my thing is now, and I think even with you, I think it's better to embrace the good things.
I'm getting a lot of hate. They think the part 1 video is just that.
I mean, look. At the end of the day, with you and him,
and you work here, so
right.
At Johnny Dang's store.
Right.
Y'all dudes are snicker lickers. Y'all must have crush on dudes that have dark chocolate skin and brown skin and stuff like that. Yeah, because like when they have brown skin and dark skin, that makes me even less scared. Because if I lose the fight, then I'm not embarrassed. Because if I fight a white boy and I lose the fight, then that's embarrassing. So that's why I always never had a problem popping off on anybody that's darker than me. Sauce lost all his homeboys through a RICO case and everything. Sauce is not in the streets like his homeboys, so he had no part of being in a RICO. He is just a PIMP for women. That's all he does. He's not a street dude. He had those guys that are all locked up in federal penitentiary from a RICO case, not state, fed RICO case. He had used them for protection and security. That's what Sauce was using them for. And after the interview that I showed you guys, that you only left 13,000 views with Mike, which is the owner of the Closet AHTX, which is upstairs in Johnny Dang's store. What's it called? He admitted after the interview that he said that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was biased about the video with Sauce because I do manage Peso Peso and Sauce Walka. I put that on everything and on my soul that he said that after the podcast and the video and standing up and before I'm about to check out on buying clothes and stuff like that, he said he was biased towards Sauce and stuff like that, and because Peso Peso and Sauce Walka. So
at the end of the day, to me, it was never that deep. But let's go down some of the things that he said. The first thing is that he got hit with a water bottle, or he threw water at him and stuff like that. I don't recall that in the video. I'm not going back to watch the video either because it really don't matter. You know, again, he didn't match his energy with the words, and that's not even necessary, bruh. Because at the end of the day, like, words can do whatever. It's about the action. So like, there was no action, so it's no harm, no foul. That's just my opinion. It is possible for somebody to get embarrassed and hold and stuff like that. That altercation, I didn't think that it was a blatant hoeing, because even then he stood his ground somewhat. So I don't know how he thought this was like an extremely horrible look to where he had to go over the top with it. You know, the second thing is, you know, he did the interview and all of that stuff, and dude is basically trying to squash it for the most part. Like, let's move on. Let's not turn this into anything else and all that stuff. So shout out to the manager for doing that and really trying to create peace. That's like the real, like, I don't even want to say winner, but he's the guy in this one. Like, he's a cool, great dude. He's a great dude. The third point is, I don't know why he would feel the need to make that dark skin comment, because like, the stereotypes, they just not true. I know a lot of light skinned people who go very hard. I'm not going to get into that. It's white dudes who go hard. I've seen white dudes beat some black people, even white chicks beat some black women and stuff like that. I've seen dark skinned people lose fights. So, I mean, the stereotypes sound good. And I'm dark skinned, by the way. I'm very, like, I got the black jokes when I was a kid. But the stereotypes, they just not true. They just not true all around the board. And I don't even, and we'll just leave it there. So even then, I just don't see, especially with you being in hip hop, and it's just weird. It's just weird for you to say that. But the last point I have, and this is a very important point, and this is for anybody that's famous watching this. This is for anybody that's about to be famous to any degree, for anything at this point in the development of the internet. Once you hit that high level of fame, what you have to do is stop reading the comments. You have to stop looking into the public narratives and things of that nature, because you are only good. Like, you know, you're going to see some positive stuff, but you're going to see a lot of negativity. And when something like this happens, where you have an altercation, you're already going to feel some type of way about it. So and also he knows that the general perception about him is that, you know, that there's something to be hated on, but he can't be mad at the public because of that. Because, like, you know, he's a clout animal. Like, him and his brother started kissing each other on fucking tape and shit. Like for what? So, you know, like, they do anything for clout. So, like, if you get caught up in people's opinions, you are going to see some negative stuff, a lot of negative stuff as a famous person. And you are going to be compelled to want to reply. You're going to want to reply, whether it's direct, whether it's through a message, whether it's through a video or anything like that. So the best thing that you can do is post and log off. Post and log off. That feedback is not really worth it. I'm not going to lie. Even Drake, when it came to the stuff he put on his page as far as this whole beef, he had his comments limited, bro. He had his comments limited, and I'm pretty sure that only people who he followed and that followed him back could comment. So you see nothing but, like, yes man comments all throughout the comments. So that's basically it, man. Like, you got to protect yourself. And one of the ways to protect yourself is by not reading the comments, so you don't fuck up your day, and then do like he did and just go out of your way to. Sauce has not said a fucking word, a tweet, nothing about this shit. Trust me, I look. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts. I'm out.